30.
It's a
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Bill.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
He was brought down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 59 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it, 7-0 Broncos.
The score, Broncos 7, Bills 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yards to go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 14, Bills nothing.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. From the gun, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a carry from Lindsey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 68 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Point is good. Makes the score Broncos 21. Bills.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Bills.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first down, Singletary. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
On play action, Allen.
The 34-yard line.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and
they'll look to run with Singletary. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Tyler Bass for the...
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Clock now on first down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Down by Tre'Davious White.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half. They wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bradley Chubb in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike 46. Mike 46. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step one on that play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, it's Locke. Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Locke, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had a fighting claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half score to get. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaac Yedem picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Mike 46.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Bills' 39-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. Wouldn't we clip out the box score? Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
leads to
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22, Allen. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Buffalo.
On first down, Allen. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Allen off the play fake. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his pace. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
The Broncos take over.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Lock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big, tight...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Brought down by
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Allen going to throw. He hits Beasley right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to
Cole Beasley.
Touchdown.
37 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
To throw, it's Allen. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Gordon on 1st down, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. Lindsey on the toss left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running into the submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Bills' 18-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
From the gun, Lock. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 3rd and long, it's Allen.
And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Allen's throw is complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 36 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for two here. Now Allen again. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
3rd and 8.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trent Murphy drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Is on for the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
At their own.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. 58 right there. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.